Babylon the Great has not fallen. Mind you, the watchtower has. And I was thinking more ruminations about my life as an elder. And I just remembered shepherding visits. And I won't mention them, you poor heavy nut. But I was thinking more in terms of preparing for them. Originally the old style of preparing for a shepherding visit was to pick some awful watchtower study, or take some bits from a watchtower study, and then of course a bit later on they seem to change it to just going round to your victim and then seeing exactly what came up in conversation and just take it from there, really. But I remember trying to get some specific shepherding visit material, and it was just impossible. I'd go on the Watchtower CD-ROM and I just couldn't find anything of any real use for shepherding, for helping people. It was all just sales jargon and just sales junk, and in the end I just used to use the Bible when I went round. That's something I'd thought of, but you know, it was dreadful. But I'm glad I'm out of it, really. I'm so glad I'm out of that watchtower mentality. It was awful. So I don't know if any of you have been shepherded recently, can relate to that. Oh, and I've been going to intersperse some pictures of, or some vids of some Morris dancers. Well, why not? We ought to do a bit more for recycling, didn't we? Why not? It's my vid, I can do what I want. There we are, back in Peterborough again. There's an old Peterborough Cathedral there. And this is a church, I don't know what it's called, but it hasn't fallen yet. Armageddon hasn't destroyed it, despite all the shepherding calls in the world. You know, I'd pore for hours over the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh look, it must be called St John the Baptist. Interesting that the watchtower doesn't call John the Baptist, calls him John the Baptizer. And I kind of figure that's because they don't want to be associated with the Baptists. Pathetic are they. So anyway, I'd pore for ages over the CD-ROM and couldn't really find anything. That's because there's nothing in it. It's devoid of spirituality. It's a complete load of rubbish. And what more can I say? Enjoy some more Morris dancing, my friends. Here's the very old Peterborough Cathedral once again. I've been to a couple of services here. You know, the watchtower lied. When I came in here for services, they did evensong, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's about an hour long. It's hymns, and they have a fantastic choir. Very good choir. There were hymns, Bible readings, explaining what the Bible reading meant in practical terms, not in watchtower salesman terms. And the vicar, I don't know if he's a vicar or what he is in these denominations, I don't know, but he prayed. And he prayed for the politicians, not a particular party, not for wars to be won, but for peace. He prayed particularly that the politicians, whoever they are, whichever party they are, would do their best in the world with the ultimate outcome of bringing peace. So I'm sorry, the watchtower has lied when they talk about the clergy going to war, blessing war. It's not always the case, sometimes it is the case, but watchtower just takes the worst bits, the few little worst bits that there might be, and blows them up out of all proportion. Please understand that the watchtower lies. Please understand that you must do your own research, independent research of the watchtower, and you will find out What liars the Watchtower are. I rest my case. Could you ever find anything of real interest on the CD-ROM? You know what, I know I couldn't. Found it very difficult. That's because it's all rubbish. One thing I remembered when I was an elder, it always seemed to be the young ones that came to me at the meetings and spoke to me and wanted to chat or whatever, and sometimes they wanted to sit with me at the meetings even though I was there, my wife and my own kids, and they trusted me. You know, I remember one mother saying, "Oh, you've got nothing to fear with Brother Punk," and she was right, they didn't. And that really is something, I suppose, if I'm honest, I miss really. If I miss anybody, it's the younger ones at the Kingdom Hall, and I feel sorry for them because they're trapped in that filthy cult. They're trapped in it. But I remember one of the young ones wanted to give me lessons in ballet, believe it or not, of all things, because that's what she was doing at school. So out in the hallway after the meeting, she'd be showing me ballet steps, and I'd go along with it. It was alright, it was a bit of fun, there was nothing wrong with it. But I remember being criticised that that's not the kind of behaviour for an elder. And I'd say, using the King James Version, that Jesus said, "Suffer little children, come unto me." And they didn't like it. Of course, what I find truly ironic is that those young ones that used to enjoy my company and used to want perhaps some time with me, to be sociable, are now told that I'm dangerous, are now told that I'm worse than a repentant paedophile. And I find it terribly ironic that now they are stuck, trapped in an organisation, stuck in a congregation where they're at risk, where they are paedophile fodder. Think about it.
The grave. It all ends there. Everything. Some religions believe that you'll come back as something else. Mainstream Christianity believe that you'll go to heaven or hell. Jehovah's Witnesses believe that you'll be resurrected. Sorry, I had to mention them. But when you think about it, there's something flawed about the resurrection thing, because what's God going to bring back? Not you, but a facsimile. For it to be actually you, he would have to bring back something that was you, i.e. a soul. Just something I thought you'd like to think about, darlings.